this time of a new season in the White Marsh Chapel Church, I want to preach you a topic this morning and encourage your heart, let you know that God has an option. God has an option. My Asbury family, I can recall growing up when my grandmother used to babysit me. She watched daytime television. She knew all of her favorite soap operas. She would watch the midday news. But before the midday news came on, she would turn on The Price is Right. Some of y'all know about The Price is Right. Now, she didn't watch the new Price is Right with Drew Carey, but she watched the old school Price is Right, an hour-long episode with host Mr. Bob Barker. And the games that were played on The Price is Right, he would explain to the many overly excited contestants the rules of the game. This caught my young attention because he would let them know what they needed in order to win every game. But in every attempt to win, they had but so many chances to obtain victory before eventually facing elimination. For most of the games on The Price is Right, they had 2 or 3 chances to get it right before the game expired and they would lose the game. I remember in one particular instance, a contestant of the game used all of their chances and it looked like the game was over for them. They were facing elimination. They utilized all of the allocated attempts to win and still came out unsuccessful. But because of their enthusiasm for the game, their faithfulness for the event, Mr. Barker surprised them and let the contestant know that although you ran out of chances, ran out of opportunities for victory, guess what? There is still one more option to keep you in the game. I'm giving you just one more chance. There was something they did not see initially that will help them gain victory in the end. Although they already used everything they had, every option was gone and nothing was left for them to use. They had no lifeline. They could not phone a friend. They could not look to the studio audience for help. Although everything they thought was gone, Mr. Barker still had an option. It was an option that extended the game when it should have expired a long time ago. This option gave hope when all looked hopeless, because in spite of everything that looked grim, there was still one more option to win. And in a real sense, my Asbury family, many of us are blessed today because God has an option for us in this thing called life. When we should have lost our minds a long time ago, it was His option that kept us here even to this Sunday morning. His option overturns the traumatic situations in our lives. It's God's option that gives us strength when we want to give up on ourselves. It's God's option that heals you. God's option that sustains you. God's option that kept you in your holy mind. God's option that sustains you in the middle of a recession. It's God's option that's keeping your family and your marriage together. It's God's option that's keeping your mouth closed or at the job that you do not like every day. It's God's option that's keeping me even now. What is it, Pastor Whipple? Well, it's when you can't explain where you are and how you got there, but you're there anyway. It's those times when you really don't know how the bills got paid every month, but they were paid anyway. That's God's. For when you have peace of mind, when there's chaos all around you, it's when closed doors become open and open doors become closed. It's for the unexplainable by man that's still obtainable for my God. You're here today because God has an option for you.